Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. When Calls the Heart fans think they know who Ava really is. When Calls the Heart Season 12 has included some new characters. Perhaps the most mysterious newcomer is Ava, portrayed by Tiara Scopi. Ava is an unusual character. She had an unfortunate arrival to Hope Valley with her luggage stolen. But when she got it back, it seemed to not be for her. Therefore, her identity is shrouded in mystery. However, some Hearties have made some guesses on who Ava really is. What do they have to say? In When Calls the Heart Season 12, there is a newcomer to Hope Valley. Her name is Ava, and she has been racking up quite the bill during her stay. Although she has seemingly fit in, Hearties have some theories about her real identity. On Reddit, this Heartie wrote, "Lots of theories going on about these characters. One theory is that Ava is Rosemary's half-sister. Rosemary's parents divorced and didn't see her mother, so that could be a possibility. Some think maybe Ava is a runaway bride. She read Elizabeth's book knowing that Hope Valley was such a great place to start over. Or maybe she is part of the Garrison gang. There is no doubt that this Heartie has some points. Also, that Ava showed up in the episode called Mom's the Word. Could be an Easter egg hinting that Ava and Rosemary have someone in common. Also, Ava has curly blonde hair, just like Rosemary. Then again, in next week's VUCTH, entitled Treasure Hunt, shows Rosemary figuring out who Ava is. Also, the Garrison gang is in Hope Valley. Perhaps more than one of these theories could be correct. Do When Calls the Heart fans agree Ava is related to Rosemary? Many Hearties responded to this poster's theory that Rosemary and Ava could be related. What do other When Calls the Heart fans think? Hope Valley is no stranger to mysteries. From surprise returns to shocking departures, the quiet frontier town has always been a place where secrets simmer beneath the surface. But lately, one new arrival has captivated When Calls the Heart fans in a way few characters ever have. Ava, the poised and enigmatic woman who blew into town with little more than a suitcase and a guarded smile, has stirred up curiosity, suspicion, and now, full-blown theories. And the theories? They're wild. But some might be onto something. Who is Ava? Introduced in the recent season as a traveling nurse sent to help at the infirmary while Faith handles an overflow of patients, Ava seemed like a blessing. Her demeanor is professional yet kind, and she bonded easily with both Faith and Elizabeth. But it wasn't long before viewers began noticing subtle clues that something about Ava just didn't add up. She knew her way around the schoolhouse a little too well. She hesitated when asked where she was from. And her gentle reactions to Jack Jr., Elizabeth's son, have felt, well, intensely familiar. Then came the episode where she was seen holding an old, tattered photograph outside the church. Though the camera didn't zoom in, eagle-eyed fans took to social media, claiming they paused the frame and could make out a young woman in frontier dress standing with none other than Abigail Stanton. Now the theory mill is in full swing. The leading theory: Ava is Abigail's daughter. Yes, you read that right. The most dominant fan theory is that Ava is Abigail Stanton's long-lost daughter. While Abigail, portrayed by Lori Loughlin, departed from Hope Valley under mysterious circumstances in Season 6, her presence has never truly faded. References to her letters and her bakery-turned-cafe remain, and her name is still spoken with reverence by townsfolk. But die-hard fans recall that Abigail had mentioned a child from her past who didn't survive the measles outbreak years ago, or so she thought. What if that child did survive, spirited away during the chaos by distant relatives, or even mistakenly declared dead? The theory goes deeper. Ava was adopted by a family out east, raised with no memory of Abigail, and only recently learned of her true parentage after finding a trunk of old letters. Drawn by the desire to reconnect with her roots, Ava applied for the traveling nurse position under a false surname, Ava Martin, instead of Ava Stanton, to blend in and investigate quietly. But why the secrecy? According to fans, Ava isn't being secretive out of malice. She's being cautious. Hope Valley holds emotional ties to Abigail, and Ava may be afraid that her presence would bring back painful memories, or worse, that she wouldn't point to a particular scene at the church where Ava lingers a bit too long near Abigail's old pew. Her eyes well up, and she fingers the end of her scarf, a scarf that some claim matches one Abigail wore in earlier seasons. Coincidence, maybe. But to a Hope Valley sleuth, no detail is too small. Another theory. Ava is connected to Pastor Frank. Another intriguing theory bubbling up is that Ava might be Pastor Frank Hogan's niece or even daughter. Pastor Frank, once a prominent character and love interest for Abigail, disappeared under a cloud of unresolved emotions and redemption arcs. Could Ava be his link back to Hope Valley? Her moral compass, her desire to help, and her inner struggle between truth and trust seem eerily reminiscent of Frank's internal battles. Fans point out that Ava avoids alcohol, speaks fondly about second chances, and even quoted scripture in one episode, subtle signs that she may have been raised with strong religious guidance. Could she be here not just for herself, but on a mission to reconnect the broken ties her father left behind? The most shocking theory of all, Ava is a Mountie in disguise. Now this one's for the dramatic thinkers among Hardies. According to this theory, Ava is secretly working with the Mounties as an undercover investigator sent to Hope Valley to monitor someone, or something. Some believe she's been tasked with keeping tabs on Lucas Bouchard, whose former dealings in the capital might still have consequences. Ava's calm demeanor, her sharp eye for details, and her ability to blend in seamlessly support this line of thinking. Her frequent, quiet conversations with Nathan Grant haven't gone unnoticed either. Could she be feeding him intel? Or worse, could they be cooperating without the town's knowledge? This theory got a boost when, in a recent episode, Ava helped stop a stagecoach from overturning by expertly calming the horses. She claimed she grew up on a ranch, but others noted how well she used a Mountie's whistle, something rarely seen in civilian hands. The Ava effect. Regardless of which theory fans subscribe to, one thing is certain: Ava has stirred the pot in Hope Valley in the most delicious way. Elizabeth has found a kindred spirit in Ava, and some fans even wonder if Ava's presence could help bridge the emotional gap between Elizabeth and the rest of the town. Could Ava become a permanent fixture in the community? Or is she destined to uncover her truth and move on? As with all good Hope Valley stories, the emotional payoff is in the journey. The heart of When Calls the Heart has always been about family, redemption, and the ties that bind a community together. Ava, whether daughter of Abigail, niece of Frank, or a mysterious figure with her own past, embodies the show's central themes. And if Hallmark knows what it's doing, which it usually does, the slow burn reveal of Ava's true identity could rival the best of the show's past storylines. The final clue. In the final scene of the most recent episode, Ava was seen placing flowers on a grave just outside town. The camera never showed the name on the headstone, but her soft whisper was picked up by a keen microphone. "I finally made it, Mama." Whether that was meant for Abigail or someone else entirely, one thing is for sure: Ava's story is far from over, and fans, they're here for every twist, tear, and heartwarming truth along the way.